So these are not the factors. These are just the number answers, except for the 3 on top. And I don't know if that's too small or not. I can make it bigger. I just didn't want to scroll. Haley. Yeah. You act like you're at your kitchen table eating breakfast over there. Why aren't we checking anything? Yeah, put that away. Put that away. Okay, next page. I did not have time to make an answer key this weekend, mainly because I didn't want to. But pretty soon I would like to get an answer key made up for the whole packet so I can post that for you guys so that you can check your answers whenever. Until then, I'll just make sure to at least put up the answers here at the beginning of class. And I'm assuming you know by now that if this is what you come up to show me to turn it in, you're probably not going to get credit. Does anybody, I think this is the class, I just had you guys skip those 2 questions that were incorrect. And then in second period, what I did was I changed the questions so that they could be done. So you guys, that's fine if you guys have those just not even filled in. Does anybody want me to go over one of these, like maybe you couldn't figure out the factors or anything? Okay. Max, you are back today. We were confused on Friday because we couldn't start with you. And you were going to start every day. Okay, so we are going to go to page 6. And then Max, you got your packet out already? Yep. Perfect. How do these questions look different than the ones we've done so far in the packet? That's true too. Maybe look at the bottom 2. They kind of do too, but I'm trying to think how to phrase the question without just giving it away. And if you're not sure, that's fine. We can pass it on to find somebody else. Go for it. So, I don't know what number are you? Who's way in the back? Jen, you get called on every day so far. I know. How are these different? You're giving me the universal I'm not sure sign. Okay. Should I just act it for anybody? How do these look different than the ones we've just done for the last 2 days? Because if you're not sure how these are different, you'll probably never be able to solve them. It is. The equation is written different. So no, because we've had subtraction, addition, and all the bunch of them.
Is it not on my standard form?
That is technically correct, but not what we're going to look for. But theoretically, that would be correct.
Past the equal sign, there's no variables.
Okay, I can live with that one. Charlie, what were you going to say?
We have an answer.
That one works. Every single question we had last week was equal to 0. Every single question on this page and the next page is not. And if we are solving equations that have a squared on them, basically the easiest way for us to do it is if it's equal to 0. So, what we're gonna wanna do is make it equal to 0. So like this one right now says equals 36. If we want it to be 0, we'll subtract 36. We're essentially just moving it over. Makana? What do I do from here? Wait. Because you're looking, but you're like, you're not there. Do you want me to go somebody else? Okay. Haley. Oh my God, you're still doing stuff to get ready. Yeah, me too. I started teaching a couple minutes ago. We actually started class. Eli, what do we do from here? You guys are having a rough Monday start here. It was a nice weekend. Hi. Uh-oh, passes.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't worry, these aren't the in trouble passes. Dad, those pancakes inside of a bag? I've never seen those. Are those from the lunch line?
Yeah.
Welcome to cafeteria.
Weird. You had quite a long time to get help on that one if you needed it. I mean, that sounds good. Are we just throwing out math terms? Yes. Okay.
Are you supposed to like fill in something?
Sure.
Me too? Like,
There's multiple ways we can do this.
you can just like do 6 squared, right?
Yes. When you said fill in something, did you mean like,
Yeah, just like put it, like input it into
yep. Oh, you were just saying you knew the answer by putting a number in? That's fine too. What you guys did last week was you wrote in the missing term. You wrote in a 0 in the middle for factoring. And then you tried to figure out what two numbers multiply to negative 36 but add the 0. And absolutely, I bet you some of you figured out the answer was 6 way from the beginning. Eventually, it doesn't matter how you solve them, you're absolutely just gonna be able to write the answers. We're gonna get to the point where there's gonna be like 4 ways to find an answer. You just pick whatever's easiest to you. For right now, I'm just trying to show you this one, but absolutely there's gonna be different ones. So 6 and negative 6, multiply to negative 36, but then add to 0. It doesn't matter what letter you're using. I mean, like we have B. If you wanted to use an X, you certainly could. It's the same thing. And then Billy, once we have factors or parentheses, how do we find the number answer that is correct? Do you remember that part, that step? I think you were explaining to me how to multiply them out, which is correct for that, but that's not what we're doing. Does anybody remember how to figure out the answers from here? It's like a crazy easy step.
like flip them around.
It's just the opposite number. So if you have factors or parentheses, the actual number answer is the opposite of what's in the parentheses. So if we have a positive 6 in this parentheses, the number answer is negative 6. If we have a minus 6, number answer is positive 6. These are the two number answers that make this correct. And I know, you could figure out 6 and negative 6 a lot of different ways. No, what did I just call on, Billy? Dylan, give me a number. Max, give me a number, you already went. Oh, jeez. 14, okay. I thought I would skip that one and go to one of these two down on the bottom, which aren't a lot different, but they look different. Do you remember why I subtracted 36 on that first problem?
To get it to the other side.
True. We subtracted 36 so that it says equals 0. So that's kind of our goal for all of these, is we needed to make equal to 0. Do you want to do the one on the left or the right? Sounds good. How do I make this one equal to 0?
Minus 50.
Minus
75.
75. So then it would say a squared minus 25 equals 0. Okay, you want to keep going, Drew?
No.
No, what? Nobody ever wants to just keep going. Who's gonna go?
31.
SK. That was close. Jada was worried. SK, what do I do? It says a squared minus 25 equals 0.
5.
I don't know what that means.
Square by 2. Square by 2.
Supply square.
5 square by 2.
Are you trying to just give me the number answer? I don't want that. You are correct with the number answer. We're practicing on easy ones so that when they get a little bit harder, we're practicing on easier ones so that when they get a little bit harder, it's not that bad. So the 5 is gonna be correct, half of it. What did we do on the one above?
Square it.
We did not.
Add 0.
Okay, so we wrote in a missing term. Go for it. So when we subtracted 75 from both sides, we had 50 minus 75. The 50 was there from the start. So when we subtracted 75, that turned into negative 25. Sorry, I kind of skipped over that part. Okay, SK, you want to keep going? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, find that person.
26.
It was very targeted of you, but okay. Kennedy. Well, you're gonna tell me what to do. Because it doesn't do any good if you guys have homework and you don't even know any of the steps to do on your own.
Find something that adds to 0 and multiplies to -25.
Okay, that is correct. Good. You owe her a mighty thing. Did you think of the two numbers? 5 and negative 5. So positive 5 and negative 5. They multiply to be negative 25, had to be 0. On this one, we were using an A, but that doesn't matter. Do you want to keep going, or do you want the next person to finish the problem?
Next person can finish the problem.
Jada's already gone. And she helped you, so that'd be really mean if you called her.
5.
Charlie, you kind of helped me earlier, though. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. How do we finish it?
Do the opposite.
Opposite number. So this one was a positive 5 inside the parentheses. That means it's a negative 5 as a number answer. This one's a minus 5. We get a positive 5. I mean, it's absolutely a good thing to just like know the answer from the beginning, but it actually is more helpful to know how to get the answer, because these are considered the easier ones, and then when they get harder, you're gonna have no idea what to do. So I would like to go to the next page, which, if I remember correct, has letters in multiple spots? Yes. Not that these are hard, they're just slightly harder than the ones we just did. Oh yeah, Charlie. Somebody way over here, they haven't gone. Austin. Any tips on how to start? First thing I see is that it's laid out wrong. It's gotta be equal to 0. How do I get rid of the -7 so that it says equal 0? Or what's the opposite, -7?
7.
Positive 7. So we are gonna add 7 to both sides, and that just kind of cancels it out, gets rid of it. Some people like to think of it as just moving the 7, whatever works. So b squared plus 8b plus 7. None of them go together, so we just write them all separate. So make sure you don't put those together because the one has a letter on it and the other doesn't. I mean, that's pretty much the only difference between the last page and this page. Austin, who's gonna go? Or just a number?
26.
Kennedy again. It's like the lottery winner. This is the exact same step you had last time. So you should be like a pro at it and be able to tell me what to look for. Oh, come on. She didn't need to tell you 2 times in a row. Okay, so what are you looking for?
Something that adds to 8 and multiplies to 7.
Okay, good. Can you think of that pair of numbers?
No.
Luckily, there's only one way to multiply to 7. 7 and 1. So, to make positive 7, positive 1, and then we're using a b. Sam, what would be the actual 2 number answers when we get to this stage? Opposites. So, perfect. I mean, 100% the steps are going to be the same for everyone in these problems. And they just have different numbers, different letter combinations, whatever. Ooh, that's not good. Libby. Pick any one of these 3 problems, 5 problems, I can move to wherever. You're in charge.
The M2 plus M.
Oh, M2?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna tell me what to do?
Minus 30.
Okay, good. Make it equal to 0. And I am totally okay if you guys, if you don't want to show the work for every step. Like if you just want to write minus 90 on the next one, that's okay. Libby, you want to keep going? Oh. Brooklyn? You haven't gone? No. Okay, excellent. What do I do?
Find something that equals to 90 and adds to 1.
Okay, slightly harder because it's a negative 90 and they have to add to positive 1. Can you think of the pair off the top of your head? I know coming up with the numbers isn't always the easiest step. Okay, anybody think of them?
9 and 10.
Okay, plus 10 minus 9. That would make positive 1 when you add them, but multiply them. Okay, M. Oh, Molly, you haven't gone. Up front is always super easy for me to overlook. How do I finish it? This is the last question we're doing together.
Oh, you just write negative 10 and positive 9.
Perfect. I was gonna say, everybody in the room heard that tip, which was a good tip. I think you knew it anyway, but
No, I didn't.
you were just kind of spaced out. Do the opposite numbers, okay. I don't think I'm gonna, I can do some, do you guys want me to do some more with you? Okay, they're honestly just like this. Oh, go ahead.
Can you go back to the other page and do? Scroll down.
Oh, 15. 15 squared is 225. So that one was hard just because you couldn't think of the numbers that multiply to it. Understandable, that's a bigger one.
Can you do the graph?
The graph, sure. This one is just kind of a review one. This was from Friday. You're supposed to check where it crosses, because those are gonna be the x-intercepts or number answers, whatever. So it crosses at -2 and +1. Now, when we have the plain numbers by themselves, if we put them in the parentheses, they're the opposite. So this equation would be x plus 2 minus 1. So it's just a refresher question on knowing that they're the opposite. Okay, now, our homework is to finish, shoot, I already forgot, that pages 6 and 7. Okay, we are not gonna go on to page 8 tomorrow, because page 8 is kind of like the next topic. I wanted our test to be up until today. So my guess is I'll have like a small, because we're calling this a test, I kind of feel like we should have some sort of a small review for it or something so that you guys know what the questions on the test would be like. So I'll do my best to get that ready for you guys for tomorrow, so that we can kind of have a test review and then the test Thursday. Does that sound good? Okay, let's finish these 2 pages. I have everything in the grade book, so if you guys want to turn anything in, you are welcome to come up and show it to me.